So let's start with our worksheet. Okay, now this particular question is about 3 different activities performed by this person called Lee, right? So he actually strolled with his dog at the park. Then he took afternoon nap and he played a game of basketball. Okay, so after each activity, right, he will measure the number of breaths he took in, okay, in 1 minute. Then he will record in this table. So this is what he has. That means activity X, which is strolling with his dog at the park. What happened here? Okay, first reading, okay, is 21. That means 21 breaths taken in 1 minute. And then second reading, okay, he did it once more, right? Okay, there is 22 breaths. And then the third one is 20. So do you all take note that in the fourth column for the readings, okay, he has this average. So, oh, you already did 2020. Oh, okay, sorry, I sidetracked a little bit. So Delia, you did 2020. What about 2021, 2022, all done? Haven't. How many of you already did PSLE papers in school? Other than Delia, how many of you actually did that in school? I'm sure your school actually asked you to buy the booklet, right? And you have the last year's paper, the year before, and then one more year. But that's all. Okay, that means 2022, 2021, 2020. 2019 and earlier you don't have, right? Yeah. Okay, but I do lah. I have 2 sets of math. Would you like me to maybe pick some of the papers and then put it in the Google Drive for you? You just do it on your own. Can? Yeah, then you can check with me. You mark on your own as well, but you can check with me during our lessons. Okay? I just completed an exam today, you know, at 4:30. Then after that, I have to quickly prepare for your class. Yeah, just 1 minute. Okay, you just completed exam also lah. Good for you. Okay, so back to this. What was the aim of his experiment? Not poor teacher lah, Hansel. I like to study. I like to learn new things. Yeah, I'm always learning my whole life. I enjoy it. It's just that the exam is a little bit stressful, but it's necessary. Okay. Yeah. What exam? Later I share with you during the break time. So what was the aim of his experiment? What do you think? Okay, because only 3 people submitted the answers, right? I also don't want to show, okay, but I will highlight to y'all, right, your answers are whether correct or not correct. Only 3 people submitted. Okay, but I can totally understand, like I said. You want to do it now? You can type in the chat. You can type in the chat if you wish to. Okay, Jaren did it. Joy, Delia. Okay, only 3 of you are. Now, so the aim of his experiment, you see, is actually to find out what? The number of breaths taken in, you know, for 1 minute, right? For different activities. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Delia, you said it very nicely, right? Okay, so to find out how the different activities affect his breathing rate or the number of breaths per minute, because this is the thing that he is measuring. Okay, after every activity, you know that your heart will be pumping if, let's say, the activity is very rigorous and vigorous. So you need to exercise during PE, right? Your heart will be pumping very fast and then your breaths also increase. Yeah. Okay, yes, you need to put that in. Must put in words like to find out. You all know this or not? For the aim of experiment, you always start with certain words to find out. He wants to investigate. He wants to find out how certain things affect something else. Okay, most of the time it is like this. And aim of experiment always come up for PSLE exam. So if you are good at this, congratulations, you can secure your 1 or 2 marks. Yes, wonderful, Delia. Delia actually said she put down all the different types of answer structure for this kind of question. Yes, it's good. Okay, so Joy, your answer was missing, from the worksheet. I suspect probably the system didn't manage to capture it. Some students are telling me that it happened for them as well. So they've done the entire worksheet, but only certain answers were captured. Did it happen to you as well? Yeah. Okay, so you need to take note of the aim of the experiment over here. Now, the next one, you have to explain why his breathing rate, okay, is, this shouldn't be measured. Explain why Lee's breathing rate increased when his activity get more intense. Can I change this? Okay. Should be increased. All right, when his activity gets more intense. Oh, okay, you don't know how to answer this because it's weird, right? Yeah. But after I changed this already, okay, explain why breathing rate increased when his activity gets more intense. Do you think you can answer this? Yes. Type into the chat box so that I can take a look at your answers. Okay, I don't want to stress you a lot today, because you are having a preliminary exam. Les, are you having a prelim also? Or starting only next week? Do you know? You know how you can type into the chat also.
And today I'm going to show you how to it's a Charlie soccer dessert.
Renzo. Hi, Renzo. Okay, type into the chat. Hansel, you can type in also. Why is it that the breathing rate of his increased when the activity got intense? Now, heart rate, they also ask the same question, right? Do you know how to answer if it's heart rate? This is breathing rate. There are differences. Why am I highlighting this? Because the way you answer will affect the number of marks you get. All right. Okay, so 1B inside here is not the correct answer that you have given. So I'll give you a while to type in. Jaren, are you here, Jaren? If you can, you type into the chat as well. Okay, because I made the change here. Breathing rate increased when activity gets more intense. Next week, Celeste. Okay, good. Celeste, you can try as well. Okay, just type into the chat. Only I can see. Okay, so Celeste typed already. Let me read her answer. And so, okay. Now, other than carrying oxygen, Hansel, do you know something is wrong with your answer? You're talking about breathing rate. What do you answer me? Yeah, you notice or not? You're not going to get marks, Okay, Delia says, when Lee's activity is more intense. Okay. Yeah. Good. Okay, Celeste. So Celeste, your answer, right? When activity gets more intense, you said that need to breathe in more oxygen and give out carbon dioxide, right? Normal circumstances, we also breathe in oxygen, give out carbon dioxide, isn't it? So when the activity is more intense, why is it that his breathing rate must increase? You need to answer that because you're just like telling me something that is happening every day. You didn't emphasize on the activity getting more intense. Okay, Joy, you want to try answering this? Okay, Delia, yours, yeah. Okay, yours is correct, Delia. Yours is, okay. So Celeste, what are you going to do to improve on your answer? You have to think about it. Okay, when you are breathing faster, okay, you need to get oxygen to parts of your body faster, isn't it? That's why you need to breathe faster and you need to release the carbon dioxide faster as well. All right. Okay, let me show you Delia's answer. Then you all will understand what I mean when I say that I like her answer. Yes, you can go to the toilet, Hansel. When least activity is more intense, more oxygen would need to be transported to different parts of the body in the blood to release more energy at a faster rate. Yeah, because respiration needs to take place. For respiration to take place, to release the energy, right? Food, which is the digested food, and oxygen must be brought to all parts of the body, especially, let's say, if you're running, especially your legs. Correct not? Then your legs can carry on running. Yeah. So Renzo also type in something. The more energy. Oh, Renzo also quite good, no? Okay. Yeah. Y'all take a look at Renzo's one. Copy down their answers. Copy down their answers. If you want to write down, make sure you write fast enough. Otherwise, you can open up a Word document and then copy and paste there. That's what I will do when I attend online course. Okay, I usually will screenshot or I'll copy paste into my Word document. Then I put the question at the top. Okay, so you look at Renzo's answer, the more intense activities get, the more energy the body requires. This is in general happening to all of us, right? When we do this kind of intensive activity. So oxygen is needed to produce the energy. Good. Okay, so more oxygen needs to be taken into the body. Then that's why there are more breaths. Yeah, good. Okay, so he mentioned even further already, Delia, your answer is very good. Okay, but Renzo actually added on. Yeah, so don't think that yours is not as good as his. Yours is already enough. But if children, if they ask you why heart rate increase, it is similar, but if you just talk about oxygen, it's not enough. Okay, Renzo, if it's heart rate, right? Why is it that heart rate increase? Then you need to, there will be enough space. Okay, there will be enough space. Oh, your teacher teach you how to actually write more words if you don't have enough lines. Renzo one is quite long. Yep. Renzo one is the one that will actually be, yes, you can extend the lines. Use pencil and ruler, draw. Okay, then you write a bit smaller and neater. Neat is important, okay? Yeah, Renzo, yes, I agree with Delia. Your answer is very long. Okay. If they are asking why heart rate increase, you need to talk about the blood needs to move to all parts of our body faster, right? To carry oxygen and digested food. Two things to talk about, okay? For respiration, to release energy. If they talk about breathing rate, you only need to mention oxygen, right? Wow, your teacher's super. Then you make the PSLE markers have headache. But we are supposed to, when we go and mark papers, right, we are supposed to search the entire paper for all your answers. Do you all know that? We are not supposed to miss out anything. Okay, but don't tell people I told y'all, okay? Because I went for marking before, right? So I know. we are supposed to look through the paper. Okay, but we are not